Good morning. It's Friday. I've got coffee, and we are here for Friday Coffee Talks, episode 74. I haven't showed this on here yet, but this is my new Father's Day mug I got. Look at those kids. Oh my goodness. The cuteness can't even handle it. I'm going to spill this coffee everywhere, but oh my gosh. That's me in the mascot suit. Love it so much. Shout out Squirt. All right, so with long awaited time, whatever, it is here. The AMA that I've been promising, it has arrived. So I'm here to answer your questions today. I can't wait. Before I do that, though, just wanted to catch you up. I missed last week. I apologize for all the diehard FCT fans. It has been a roller coaster of a couple weeks for me. I came back from Vegas and got the old Rona, round 2 with that guy. Spent my 5 days in quarantine down here in my basement, away from the family, did that whole thing. Once that time was up and I was all clear, I went down to the beach, did vacation with the family. It was lovely. We had a wonderful time. And then when I got back, I got strep throat. So what can you do? It all hit me all at once. It has been a wild couple of weeks, but your boy is on the mend. I'm back. I'm feeling great. Getting some of my energy back. We're feeling good again. So looking forward to answering some questions today. Let's start with, we've got some from kind of all over the place. So let's start with a little bit of a weird one. Would you rather be able to turn grains of rice into meatballs or turn water into wine? Creative mind came up with this one. I love a good glass of wine. I'm a red wine guy. I don't really drink white wine like ever. But I also don't have very expensive taste in wine. So I'm just fine with a cheap bottle of like grocery store wine. No issues with that. So I'm going to go meatballs. And the reason for that is, that's a weird answer. The reason for that is a meatball sub, I think, is probably one of my top 3 favorite foods. I love a good meatball sub. So yeah, bring on the meatballs. Funny story, when I was in, I don't know, like 8th grade, I was in a writing class, English writing class, whatever. And we had to do different types of writing all the time. And one of them, we had to write a script and film a video instructing somebody how to do something. And mine was on how to make a meatball sub. So yeah, it's in my blood. I love a good meatball sub. So turn grains of rice into meatballs. Okay. The next question is about filming locations in Atlanta. Somebody asked about if I've ever been to or seen any of the places that they film a lot of the things that go on in Atlanta. And I have. In fact, I've seen quite a few of them. I live kind of on the other side of the city from where a lot of it happens, but I did go visit a couple. In fact, I went on a field assignment, so check it out. I went and visited some of the most popular filming locations in Atlanta. All right, so the question I got was actually about Stranger Things shooting locations. They film all around Atlanta. I did look them up. Unfortunately, a lot of them happen to be on the other side of the city from where I live. So sorry, Lee, I wasn't going to drive, excuse me, wasn't going to drive like 2 hours to go find spots. But luckily for you, this is one of the most famous ones. This is the site of the Starcourt Mall from Stranger Things. That doesn't say Starcourt, that says Gwinnett Place, because in actuality, this place is a dump. This is one of those that, like, when they decided to shoot here, everybody was like, why would they shoot there? That place sucks. They've found dead bodies in the food court. Here is like the sketchiest mall in the entire world. It obviously doesn't look like what it does in the show here, because in actuality, this place is terrible. They shoot a ton of different places. I have to admit, I'm not a Stranger Things watcher. I've never seen it, so I know about it just because everybody was kind of talking about it and everything. But I think it was only in the first couple seasons they shot here. But yeah, this is the site of Starcourt Mall. It had a lot of work done to it in editing and post, I suppose. Maybe the production designers had some work to do here, but this is it. This is Gwinnett Place Mall. Nobody comes here except probably people just sitting in the parking lot filming videos of themselves like I am right now. So this point right here was the trailer park in Ozark. Right there, right on the point. Doesn't look like it now. This is the house from Ozark, from the lakeside. Every time I've seen a picture of it, it's been from the street side. People pull up in their cul-de-sac, but this is the other side of it. Jason Bateman, Julia Garner are here all the time, and these people have made a lot of money off of this house. And the boathouse is over there. Well, there you go. Stranger Things and Ozark, two of the most popular shows out there right now. In addition to those, there's a ton of stuff filming here. It's the Hollywood of the South here in the A-Town. We don't say that. In the ATL, whatever. We have a lot of the Marvel movies being filmed here. The Rock, I think, has done his last like 3 or 4 movies here, so I've yet to run into him. I get mistaken for him a lot, but you know, I haven't actually gotten to meet him myself. I would love to. I might just pass out on the spot. There's a huge studio down near the airport. A lot of those are down. Tyler Perry's big studio, and I believe it's called Pinewood Studios, where they film a lot of the big Marvel movies are down that way. So I kind of live the opposite side. There's a show called Dynasty on the CW. It's a remake of the old 80s show. The Carrington Mansion, the like main guy's house in that show, is like right there. Like I could probably throw a rock and hit it. That's probably the closest place, and we see signs for that all the time. The cast and crew is out around there all the time. It is a mega mansion that's like right through the woods, and that place is pretty cool. But stay tuned on filming locations. I might have some fun news coming up soon on that, but there you go. Lots going on film-wise in Atlanta, and you got to see a little bit of Starcourt Mall and the house from Ozark. Let's see what's next. What's the first thing you ever sold? This is a great question. I sell things for a living, obviously. That's what about 80% of my show is about. But what's the first thing I ever sold? I've been racking my brain on this one. I don't know what the first thing, like specifically the first thing was. I sold a lot of Boy Scout popcorn. I did that, cold calling. That's where I got my start in cold calling for sure. Ringing doorbells, going through a pitch. I sold the mess out of some popcorn. Lucky that my parents live in a really big neighborhood with lots of houses. And when my parents would tell me to go sell popcorn, they would say, go to every house. Like, don't leave any stone unturned. And so I would go out there and just hustle some Boy Scout popcorn. I also build furniture. I do that on the side as a little hobby. And I remember selling my first piece of furniture to my Aunt Joni. I think she paid $50 for 2 chairs and a little table that I made for her, like, front porch. I don't know, I was probably like 8. And my dad helped me build it, and it was out of all like 2x4s. So it weighed a bazillion pounds, and it was the clunkiest piece of raw wood. It wasn't even painted or anything. I think they were just being kind and giving me some money when I was a kid, because I'm sure they just instantly threw it away. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is great, thanks. Get it off my porch." So maybe a chair and table set. That was probably besides popcorn, that would be the earliest thing I can remember. What else do we have? Okay, here I have another would you rather that got sent in. Would you rather always know the exact temperature or be able to turn your hands into sails powerful enough to push a kayak? These are some weird would you rather questions, y'all. I think I got to go temperature. I don't love water. We're getting into some therapy type stuff, but I have a fear of water, like especially like lake water. So I'm not a big kayaker. I like a good canoe trip, down a river where it's water that's this deep that I could stand up in. But anything where I can't see the bottom and there could be a snake or a fish or an alligator or something that comes and just nibbles on me, no, not a big fan. Don't love lakes, so I don't really have a need for hands that turn into sails to power kayaks. So I will gladly know the exact temperature at all times. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, let's see. What else? What is the best leadership advice you've ever received? Great question. And the answer is easy. It's written right there. It is from a book by my good friend Jeff Henderson. I've talked about it quite a few times. I leave it written on my board. It's right there. It's like one of the first things that I see every day, and it's 5 things: believe abundantly, appreciate consistently, develop intentionally, listen actively, and live repeatedly. Those are the things. Let me read them again. Believe abundantly, appreciate consistently, develop intentionally, live repeatedly, and listen actively. Gosh, if I could do those 5 things, I'm going to be pretty successful no matter what it is. So those are the best leadership advice I've ever received, for sure. What else? What else? What else? Okay, last one. This is from my wife. She's crazy. Here's the screenshot. With as much coffee as you drink, why do you never talk about how much you love your bidet? Yes, I have a bidet. I have it's like the one off Amazon. I don't have anything special, but let me tell you what, y'all. I'm not gonna get into a whole lot of detail on bathroom stuff, but I'm a American man that drinks a lot of coffee. I spend some time in the bathroom. The bidet is a game changer. It's a game changer. I've fallen in love with the bidet life. It's a weird thing that you kind of have to get used to, but you save a ton of money on toilet paper, and it's a hygienic thing. Let's just leave it at that. Aside from my family and my pillows, it's probably the thing I miss most about home when I'm traveling. Count me in, team bidet. I love it. The thing is great. Get one if you don't have them. They're cheap, and it will change things for you, I promise. So there it is. That's the AMA. Appreciate you guys sending in all the questions. This was fun. I may do this again. So keep sending questions. I'll hold on to them, and we'll do another one sometime. So that's that. Let me tell you about something fun that we're going to do. I'm going to announce it now. I'm going to show you the bracket, and maybe next week, maybe the week after, it depends. We will get started. But I'm about to launch something I'm calling the Great Coffee Showdown. That's right. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink really nice beans. My friends send me stuff in the mail. My neighbor Frank roasts his own beans down the road. I collect coffee beans when I'm on the road. But if you can't get any of that, if I'm not sitting here in my lovely basement with my espresso machine, what do? You go to the drive-thru and you get fast food coffee, right? Yes, everyone knows fast food coffee. And so I'm going to try them all, baby. I've built a bracket, and here it is. This is the bracket for the Great Coffee Showdown. Don't worry about the seating. I wasn't able to take them off the brackets, but we've got 4 different regions. We've got the burger region, the chicken region, the breakfast joint region, and the other category I'm calling. We're going to showdown. I'm going to go try them all. Gonna go get all the coffee, and we're gonna have a good old fashioned competition. To make things fair, I'm gonna do a small black coffee with cream and sugar at every single place. We'll do it standard across the board. I'm gonna try them all. I'll give you my feedback. We'll throw down, and we'll see who comes out on top. So check out this bracket and make sure you don't miss over the next few weeks the Great Coffee Showdown. Thanks for joining me on Friday Coffee Talks. This has been episode 74. It's always great to see you guys. I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait to try some fast food coffee. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next week.